further um, about our plan. Um, so at first, last time when we discussed about the standard, um, we discussed about the teach now standard, but we didn't discuss about the so I would like to know, um, what that I have to apply for the PYP standard.
All right, what I can do is I can share the lesson plan, not the lesson plan, but the lesson planner in a slide form. I'm happy to share that with you. And it's going to show you the progression of what we're doing. And then
Yes.
what you
Yeah.
do is, I would say the first maybe week or so, or actually maybe 1.5 weeks,
Yeah.
just do observation only.
Yes.
And that is because I think that's a very important element of teaching,
Yes.
just to get to know the students. Because if you start on focusing on the teaching without getting to know them,
Mm-hmm.
then it's going to really impact the quality of your instructions.
Yes.
So build the relationship first,
Yes.
and then comes the instruction.
Yes. Um, I agree with you. I think that is a strong foundation that I need to build first, and
Yeah,
there is no shortcut to building trust with the
yeah,
students.
yeah.
Um, I understand that my first week will be focused a lot about building the relationship and getting to know the student, and then based on that, then I can deliver my lesson. I can do my teaching practice from the second week onward.
Yep.
Just before going uh, there to see you and to see the student in person, I also just want to have about the the standard that applying at the school uh, currently, because I also want to have a big picture of where I'm going with the lesson plan.
Okay. What I have done and I'm busy doing now is I am sharing. You see, what I've done is I've shared a slide document with you. And pretty much that is the template that we use for our planning. And let me just label this. I'll tell you what I'm going to label it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing it right now as we talk. Uh, what I have done is, let me call it. It's coming you. I think it's come your way. You will be able to see a slide document with a lot of
Yes.
standards, our math standards, and I've
Yes.
also put the literacy in as well, and the
Yes.
UI. So you will be able to see a lot of things that we're covering, and you'll be able to see
Yes.
how I've broken it down into slide by slide and how it progresses. So what I would ask you
Yes.
to do is look at the link on
Mm-hmm.
slide number, that should be slide, I'll tell you now. Slide 20
Yes.
gives you, those are all hyperlinks. So it's got pretty much, it might require access. I'll give it to you. But if you would go like to the Google document, that tells you exactly what will be taught when. And then I'm going to link the unit as well, just so that you have a good understanding of what we're doing. So after this conversation, I'm going to put a lot of hyperlinks, and you're welcome to just go in scrolling.
Yeah.
And if you have any questions,
Yes.
please feel free to let me know anytime.
Yes.
Okay.
So I can I can see that the progression of yeah. So I will go through these documents, and
Yeah.
if I have any questions, then I send to you.
Yeah, please just send me an email asking, give me a bit of clarity on that. But my advice would be don't plan so much. In fact, don't plan anything so far, because a lot of
Yes.
things change. And then
Yes.
you may just put something in only to realize that we've decided to put it a little bit later, or to do something a little bit later. So I would really recommend
Yes.
that
Yes.
you just get to focus on the students.
I'm prepared to be very flexible with my
Yeah.
lesson. My first week, I will try to focus on observation.
Yes.
Second week, I hope that I will deliver my first lesson, and that will cover standard 1, 2, and 3. And then my
Mm,
final week, I will demonstrate standard 4 and 5.
yeah.
And for the classroom management, to confirm about your expectation regarding the classroom management.
We use a responsive classroom, and with responsive classroom, it's a lot of setting a community in the morning, and that is done through, it's a greeting, it's a sharing, and a morning activity. That's more of a game, and then we now then get into
Yes.
kind of our work. So a lot of, I would say, half an hour every morning is just for the morning meeting.
Yes, thank you. So that is the classroom expectation and routine, and I believe the objectives of the lesson plan is already mentioned in the document that you share with me on Google Drive. Is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yes. Sorry,
Yeah.
ask again.
Uh, and I would like to confirm about the objectives.
Of the
Uh,
of math?
that we yeah, of different subjects of math, of literature. So the objectives of these subjects are already mentioned in the document you share with me on Google Drive. Is
Yes. I'm
that
just going
correct?
to make sure that I link everything. Um, Tonight I'm going to link
Mhm.
so that you'll be able to see. I'm actually linking as we talk now. I'm linking as we're talking, just so that you would have something to look at and compare.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
Um,
everything you see is in hyperlinks. You just need to keep,
yeah,
and then it'll take you somewhere.
thank you.
Yeah.
Um, and as I mentioned, I will have to record the 3 videos during my first period, and that will cover standard 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And to prepare to demonstrate this standard, good you like I uh, me how you differentiate the needs of your students?
The needs of the students, what I do is when you come in, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
going to be expecting you to teach a whole class. So I'm going
Yeah.
to give you small groups. And a
Yes.
small group is still a lesson.
Mm.
Even if you teach 2 students, it's still a lesson. And what you do is you could record those 2 when you're working on your teacher way standards, because we're just
Yes.
going to make sure that we look at your standards and we see what we are doing as a class, and see how we'll be able to meet the 2. But a lot of it would be just working with small groups. It's like read to those 2 students, listen to them and conference with them, and then give me feedback and get the students' feedback as well. So it's going to be small groups, not a full class.
So your class, how many students are there? Like
19. 19 students.
19. And
19, yeah.
are they on how about their speaking level? Do they mix Korean in the class?
In terms of level, it depends on what. Some might be a little bit more competent with their literacy, and some might need more support with their math. We know with inquiry, you take students where they are. They're all on different learning
Mm.
journeys, but with the same destination. So with the inquiry, it's just finding out where students are and just helping them to work towards where you want them to be. So they all at different levels,
Yes,
but the goals or the destination is the same. The objectives are the same.
I see. Um, so we will support them with
Yeah.
inquiry techniques. And do you have any advice for me so that I can prepare to meet the different students, different level of students?
Yeah, I'll
What
be
should
able to
I
guide.
pay attention on?
I'll be able to guide you. But I think the observation, that's why I'm saying if you could give yourself at least a week and a half just to observe, that's going to authentically tell you where they are and kind of the needs that, some of them may have a little bit of behavioral needs, social emotional needs. So it might be
Yeah, yeah,
good to
yeah,
them with another student. So they all have different needs.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's what I concerned about. I think they have different needs like behavior needs or emotional needs, and
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I can develop different support to meet with their different needs. So
Mm.
I really excited to look forward to have more discussion after I finish with my.
Ah, I think that will come on once you start having a relationship with them. But we have an
Yeah.
agreement as a class. These are the things, our norms. Those are the norms that we always go back to.
Mm.
Okay. Anything else you'd want me to
So
cover?
um, that's it. Thank you very much for your time.
No problem.
I will take a look at your documents. And if I
Yes,
have any further questions, I will send them to you. Yeah.
not
Thank
a problem.
you. Yeah.
And I will keep adding on the
Thank you.
document. No problem. I'll keep adding on.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
Oh, you're
Thank you.
welcome.
Yeah.
All
Thank you.
right. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.